It's been a while since we've been on Zoom together. So, anyways, this is gonna be like very, very informal, you guys. I was typing up some notes the last couple of days, and I was like, what do we want to end the year as? And so I just want to first like thank you guys for being here. You guys have grown so much. I know. I feel like personally, like I don't want to say belittle, but like we negate the growth that we actually have. And like we don't see it until somebody else calls it out in us, right? And I've seen a lot of growth in a lot of you guys this year. Some of you guys have been here for over a year, over 2 years. And I hope that you take today to reflect back on this year and the growth that you actually have had. And I just want us to go into 2023 stronger together. I know that this has not been our best year, but we definitely came out stronger because of it. And we've been through some trials and tribulations, and there's been some moments where maybe we question some things. And at the end of the day, like, I hope that you'll see in Lionhearted that no matter what happens, this team always comes out stronger. And the community that we have here, like, yeah, we have great products, we have a great compensation plan, right? But you can't really touch the community. This is my very first network marketing experience. I know some of you guys have been with multiple companies before. Some of you guys have kind of dabbled, and Amanda, I know is coming back, but you just can't be a community where you get to be yourself, a community where you are always loved on, no matter what your rank is, a community where you get to build an online business in whatever way you want to build it, at whatever speed you want to build it. Do you know what I mean? And you get to just be yourself. But I just love you guys so much. So I want to kind of like make this a little fun. Okay. So we're going to do some trivia. I've got like some gift cards that I'm going to send out. But yeah, girl. Well, one is a gift card. Okay. So there's gonna be three winners today, but one is a gift card, one is credits, and one is just like, I'm gonna Venmo you to help pay with the bill. But anyways, thank you guys for all being here. I want to ask you guys, wait a minute, Jennifer, y'all always together. I love it. I was like, wait a minute, who's with Jennifer? Wait, who's with Harriet? All right.
Hey, we're family. Like it's over now.
I love that. And that's one of my, like, just my personal, like, big goal in 2023 is I want a local team. Like, I want to feel that. Like, I want to know, like, I want to do like an actual Lavelle local. Like, I've never done like, I mean, I've done like a vendor event, like back in 2018, I did like vendor events where I would pop up a table and I would sell Thrive samples. But I want to do like more local stuff. I want to have a local team. I want to know what it feels like, because some of you guys are like really far away, and yeah. But anyways, what else I wanted to do, like the first thing I want to do is a reflection of 2022. Okay, so I've got like some questions on here, and you guys feel free to just kind of chime in. Just, you're welcome to unmute yourself and just kind of talk back and forth. This is not like a training of any kind, but like I said, I just want us to end out this year stronger. And I want you to realize the community that you do have here and the growth that you have had. But when you think back on 2022, like some big moments in this business, big moments with Lavelle, maybe big moments that you've had, like what kind of comes to mind? Because I could sit here and talk about you guys all day, but what comes to mind for you guys?
I'll go.
Oh.
I think the big moments for me were those aha, like it's possible for us to go out there and build the life that we want. Like that is pretty much what this year has taught me and opened up to me, is that it's possible. Like it doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter, how much money you have in the bank. If you have that desire to go out there and build a better life for you and your family, it is possible. You can do it. It's insane. Like it's crazy, the growth, like the mindset and the doors that have opened up to me since I have joined. Yeah, it's what you've been exposed to that it encourages you. So that's why the community is so important. Like even outside of Lavelle, the doors that have opened up to me, that like just the veil being torn off my eyes because of what I'm so used to being around. Like the normal 9 to 5, like, okay, yeah, that's fine to start off, but is that really how you want to live the rest of your life? And pretty much me, no, I don't want to be locked down. The ability to literally get up anytime that I want to and drive 2 hours away to come hang out with Harriet, for like 4 days, it's beautiful to have that freedom. Like I don't have that financial freedom yet. Like I still have to trade my time for money, but I have that freedom to where I'm not locked down on a time clock. And that's what I love. And that's why, even though, like, I don't know if y'all have noticed, but I took a little fast away from social media, like towards the end of this year. And I'm not even on social media today. I'll be back on tomorrow. But I have like this new fire, just, like I had to center my brain. Like I had to center everything, and just being able to do that and not have to worry about the guilt of, like, oh, my leader is going to be like, where are you at? Why are you not, why are you not on social media? I needed that. Like, I needed that, so I just love the freedom and, the opportunities that have come from just being around y'all. Like, I love y'all. Like, we're family. Like, I love y'all.
Oh, we love you too.
Oh,
I loved seeing you guys at conference. It broke my heart that I couldn't go, that I had to stay here with Sean. He goes back to the fire department tomorrow. It's his first day back since March.
wow.
And that killed me to like have all these plans to go down there with you guys and then just be like, oh my God, I can't go. And then like your team goes in your place and like hold you on a stick and all these things. But like just just to see you guys come together and still enjoy the experience even without me.
I have to say, that was one of the big things for me. It was not only getting out of my comfort zone and being in like a more social environment than social media, because anybody can be social on social media. When you're behind a
Right.
screen and nobody really sees you, you can put all the filters and all the presets and all the fun things. But when you're actually in a room with like hundreds of freaking people, when you've lived in a decade of self-isolation, it was just like I was clinging to Junior's hand, but like I was there for it, you know what I mean? And to be able to sit at the same table with, it didn't matter what rank they were. It didn't matter if they were brand promoters or millionaire earning leaders, like we're all sitting at the same table. And it wasn't like, okay, the VIPs are over here and, the millionaires are over here and, the 20Ks are over. No, it was like we all got to sit in the same, in the same room, in the same vicinity. And we all got to shake, our co-founder's hand at some point. And we all got to meet leaders that inspired us, hi, Harriet. And low key, she like inspires the crap out of me. But I've never done anything like that before. I didn't fit in when I was in school. I still don't, I'm still like that socially awkward person, but to get out of my comfort zone after living how I was living into just like, okay, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to Palooza. Nothing's going to stop me. And to save up the money and to be like, we're going, this is it. You can drive me or I'm going to hitchhike, but we're going. This is a thing that's going to happen. And to actually make it happen, that was what clicked in my brain. Like what Jennifer just said, things are possible. Things are possible. Like we're creating possibilities here. It's not just that we're creating freedoms, we're creating possibilities for our lives, not just for things in business or things in, ranks and all of the stuff with teams, but in our lives. Like I literally had no manager of any job ever want to promote me, ever want me to be a team leader, ever want me to be a manager, nothing. Like I was doing all of the things, right, in my jobs, helping customers from this end of the store to that end of the store and showing up on Christmas, showing up on days off, staying late, and nothing. Yesterday, I was at the factory, a place I haven't even been maybe 6 to 9 months yet. And the tech guy was like, she would make a great trainer. And it's because of this team and this leadership and Lionheart showing me how to lead myself so that I could lead others. You know what I mean? Not just in business, not in just in this business, but in my freaking life, in my house, in my job that I don't plan on retiring from. That's not my end goal. This is my end goal. But if it weren't for this community pushing me and being like, hey girl, you need to get back up.
You would have
Hey,
never
girl, I
had
can
the
help you with.
mindset.
Yes, I would have
Like,
never had the
Karen,
mindset.
you could have been at your job that you just been at. And maybe if you would have come to this community before that, right? And all the things that you were doing at your job, guess what? You wouldn't have allowed that to go on for that long. You would have known that you deserve more. You would have known that you deserve that recognition. And guess what? If they didn't give it to you, you would have been left. But now that you're a part of this, you was like, you know what? No, I know there's possibilities. I know I'm capable. I'm going to go find something else. And you did that. You know what I'm saying? This is how you went to conference. Like the way we've grown. I'm so proud of every one of you guys.
Yes.
Like even when we went to conference, like this year, like my first year in Lavelle, I promoted. After that, I haven't hit a rank since, right? But I've grown so much. Like 2022 for me was like growing in leadership. I was scared shitless when Amber wasn't going. What? I gotta deal with them by myself. I gotta go talk to leaders. I gotta go make sure I know where we going because it's their first time. I've been here already, but like I had to go back to how Amber. It was her first time to conference too, but like she had been around the leaders more or talked to them more or something. So it was like when we went the first time, it was just us two. I was with her, but then I felt that like love and responsibility for you all.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like, I've been here before. Okay. So like, you know, but the way y'all stepped up and didn't make me feel like, it's like we all stepped up. Y'all didn't just put it on me, even though that's how I felt before going, right? But we all just made it happen. We all came together and we all, you know, like Jennifer ended up like being invited to a Zoom during conference. Like the way she's grown, like what you're exposed to in life is what you allow, is what you either make happen or not happen in your life. And being exposed to possibilities of like, man, I can go out here and make money off my phone. I can go out here and hustle. Like, it's not just about network marketing. You grow, period. Like, you know what? I'm not going to let nobody tell me that I can't have these things for my children or my life or whatever. I'm going to go make it happen, whether it's with network marketing or I'm creating other streams of income for my life. Like your mind just grows. And that's just the biggest blessing to have a small country girl like Jennifer to think that she's just, you know, 9 to 5 and that's it and not have the mindset, right? But she started DoorDashing and that gave her a little taste of freedom. But to come to network marketing and really be like, what? I can be a CEO though. It's a whole nother mindset. But anyway, I'm gonna stop blabbing. I love y'all.
I just want to say this one last thing. I was listening to TD Jakes this morning and I had an epiphany. Like we always hear and talk about how we're climbing our mountains and we want to get to the top of our mountains. We're already there. We might not be at the top of the company. We might not be, you know, elite, platinum, gold, standard, whatever, right? But we're already at the top of our mountains. We were in the valley and we got ourselves out of it. And now we're at the top of our mountains and we are pulling people to go above us. That's what we're doing. Like we are already at the top of our mountains. And when you realize you're already at the top of your freaking mountain, pick another mountain to climb. And that would be this business. And that would be another rank. And that would be whatever goal you have next, right? Not just for the next year, maybe it's just for the next week, right? Maybe you just need to get through the next week and that's fine. But have something to aspire to, have something to climb to, because you've already reached the top of one mountain. Right now, you just get to pick another mountain to climb and be like, okay, I conquered this. And now I'm going to go over here. It's like I've been saying all of this time, like, I'm climbing, I was in the valley and now I'm climbing my mountain. And when I get to the top of the company, I'm going to be at the top of my mountain. But y'all, I'm already at the top of my freaking mountain. I beat depression, right? Y'all, some of y'all have beat addictions, right? We are already at the top of our freaking mountain. And I wish I could hug every single one of you guys. You make me cry. And it's just, let's go find another mountain to climb.
Right.
Let's bring people with us.
That's what's beautiful. We get to decide. Like, how are you going to tell me what's success in my life? You know?
Yeah.
Like, just, that's it.
Oh,
And yeah, the community is something I don't take away. I can say, like how Karen says, like somebody like in your story, Karen, to go through going to conference and being around so many people and all that, like in other companies that I've had, I would have felt so like bad, or like just like it wouldn't have been the right environment for you to blossom and experience what you've experienced if it wasn't for the community you were a part of. Like, I've been around the snobs. I've been around this, like, I'm top of the company. I'm Black Diamond. I'm sitting over here and y'all peasants over here. Like, y'all sitting all the way at the top of the stadium and I'm in the front and I'm gonna just see y'all, hey, y'all making me all this money all year long, but hey, I'm not even gonna give you a hug. Like, I've to have access to people like anytime. I've never even had like the possibility to like even like really get close to a top leader like that, like on the, for them to be real or for them to ever be vulnerable, for them to talk about their checks dropping. Like I've never, and you always wonder, like, is it something that I'm not doing? No, we have leaders that tell us we all go through it. We all go through ups and downs. And it shows that no matter what leader you are, sometimes those ups and downs, they get to you. Right?
yeah,
But we all gonna go through a journey no matter who we are. So
yeah. I think no matter what happens, you will have defining moments in your business where you figure out who you are and you figure out why you stay. And you might have moments where you have weakness. You might have moments where you have doubt. You might have moments where you have severe frustration. You're ready to hang up the flag, right? Throw in the towel. But then you get around your community a little bit more and they're like, let's not forget who the F you are, like stand back up. Right. And that is what we have here. And we have not just these us six right here, but we have side sisters that have gone through what we've gone through. We've got Brielle, we've got Olivia, we've got so many different people that we can lean on and learn from, and still aspire to be a lot like them as well. I think that if you look at our community as a whole and a lot of our leaders, like we've got different strong points, just like we have different strong points on our team here. But like, what can we learn from each other, right? Like maybe we can learn to be a little bit more bold. Maybe we can learn to be a little bit more heart-centered. Maybe we can learn to be a little bit more courageous. Maybe, learn how to speak a little bit better, right? Like learn how to love on people a little bit better, those sorts of things. We have such an amazing community, but I want to, I wrote down some 2022 reflection points. The first thing that came for me was Palooza, and of course Punta Cana. That was incredible. And one of my big visions for 2023 is I want to see 2 of my leaders go on a trip. At least two of my leaders. I want to see somebody else experience that. I want to see somebody else on a beach, toes in the sand, with a little drink or maybe not, right? But I want to see somebody experience a lifestyle getaway, because there's nothing like that. There's nothing like being gifted an experience, right? It's completely different, but that's one of my top for 2023. We've had some big life events. We've had some struggles that we've had to overcome. Okay. Your leader took a crazy travel assignment and she was kind of like MIA for a few months. And I apologize about that. But, we've all had inflation. We've had struggles that we've been through. We've had financial difficulties that we've had to figure out how to overcome it and not put the pressure on our business. And that shows tremendous strength. I think through all of us that, we love our business so much that we are not going to taint it with the pressure of performance, if that makes sense, with the pressure of, I need an enrollment, I need a promoter, I need. It's like, no, let me love my business and let me figure out how to supplement. If I'm in that season of my life where I need to supplement, I'm going to go and make it happen. And look at what we've overcome in just like the last 6 months. as a team, right? Like since June, we started putting together Relentless. We started putting together systems, right? And now you look at Lionhearted and was up till like midnight, you guys. She was texting me and she was like, is this looking okay? I'm like, oh my gosh, go to bed. But by the way, she's kind of adopted us. Okay. So I got to talking to her. And of course, you guys, my heart was broken when Katie left because she kind of adopted me because my leader has come and gone a couple times and she's on her like 19th company right now. But I personally have kind of felt like a little bit of a black sheep in Lionhearted for a while. And when our large team kind of like, I don't want to say divided, but like started doing their own things, I felt the need to take that responsibility for us to do our own Zooms, to take the reins and be like, okay, this is where we're going to lead our team. But what I realized after the fact and talking to Harriet a little bit is that it enabled us to kind of get really comfortable. It helped us grow because some of you guys led Zooms that maybe you've never done before. Some of you guys have been able to learn kind of your voice in this company, but we coming back together as a community for 2023, I think is my most important goal for us, because the strength in our community is unmatched. It really is. And even with just the 6 of us, the strength in our community is unmatched. And so when you think about 2023, like, what do you guys feel should be like top priority for us moving forward as leaders in Relentless? Okay. Not talking about Lionhearted right this second, but as a leader in Relentless, what is your vision for us for 2023? Like anything come to mind? I lost my notes.
Just, I will say for all of us to have like an unwavering confidence. I feel like this last year we went up and down with it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like we had our moments where like, yeah, let's go. And then, it's like, okay, yeah, let's go.
Yeah. I think a lot of that was personal stuff that we went to. So
felt so like, you know, but 2022 did come with a lot of, that's why that reel was so funny, Amber.
Oh my
It
God.
came with woes and pain, like what's going on in 2022? But guess what? 2023 is gonna come in and we're gonna tell it what it's gonna do. It's gonna come in quietly and we ain't gonna have no problem. But
I'll have
yeah,
to go to Harriet's story now, because some people don't know what you're talking about. Y'all are gonna have to go to Harriet's story today, and there's a reel that this girl did where she's like, she's telling 2023 what's up, you know.
Right.
But yeah, it
it
was really funny.
But yeah, it's more of like a, and I know it's hard to predict that, but like if we can just all maybe have that in mind, like, you know what, I'm gonna keep the confidence in my business, or not even in a business, but just the confidence in who you are and what you're doing, to the point that like, even when you are quiet, even when you're going through stuff, say that. Don't show up and be like, hi, let me reintroduce myself 4 times in 1 year. What are you reintroducing yourself of if you've been just you? Like I haven't posted a reel in 2 days and I don't feel bad because I'm going through some crap. Okay. I put there on the other day, like, you know what, I've been taking my 3 steps, but I haven't worked out in a few days. You know what? People will relate to that. Like, hell yeah, I don't feel like working out. But I wish I had something that I could manage myself with. So I still kind of could talk about, you know, it's like, just be you. I don't know if I'm blabbing or making sense, but we could all just have that.
It's about being social on social media. It's about sharing what you're going through, not just sharing the product.
You know what I thought about when Katie left, y'all? Because like, you know how we said we weren't gonna put the pressure on our business, but being in her position is different, not to put the pressure, because the business is already providing your whole livelihood, right? So for it to be suffering, it's obvious that, you know, you can't question someone walk with God or what God's calling them to do, but it's still a discussion between like, okay, God, financially, do I make this move, right? So it was financial. It had nothing to do with the product. I don't even have to ask her that, right? I'm just being real. So I just go, ew, for me, right? When I even think about sharing another product. Because guess what?
Yeah.
I want to keep thrive. That's just what I know. So if I'm not putting that pressure on my business, And I know that because I love what I'm doing, I love sharing, or I know that I can give a mom this product and I know it's going to do what she's wanting it to do. And I feel good about that. That's what I'm going to hold on to, because in the end, the money, man, like that comes and goes, and it's not going to buy you your happiness, buy you that like necessarily like that next mountain to climb that you're going to feel good about, you know? So that's all I keep thinking about. Like, I don't see myself even taking another product or sharing another product. So let the money follow.
The one
I
thing
just want to
that's
read something.
go ahead.
I just want to read something real quick. So in my support group, like some of our challenges is we memorize verses to talk back to our group leader, but this kind of goes with what we're talking about. The biblical definition of love is the willing, sacrificial giving of oneself for the benefit of others without thought of return. But self-love is the willing or unwilling giving of oneself to others with selfish thoughts of return. So if we're trying to do this business just for what we can get out of it, it's never going to work. If we're doing things for other people's just for what we can get out of it, if I give somebody a ride thinking what they can do for me next, or if I give somebody a free sample and hope they become my, top whatever, it's not going to work. It's just not going to work. You got to do it out of your heart. The rest will come when you put yourself in it sacrificially.
Absolutely. You know how we've said for a long time, like we're team human, like hashtag team human, because we don't send cold messages and that sort of thing. I want you to keep in mind as we go into 2023 that it's not going to come without more struggle. It's not going to come without being uncomfortable again. It's not going to come without more challenges. But at the end of the day, I want you to remember that every single one of us is human. Every single one of us has struggles behind the camera sometimes. And maybe there will be moments where we are quiet. Maybe there will be moments where you have to lean on each other and pick each other up, right? And, I feel like that's something that we could work on a little bit together as a team going into 2023, is just kind of like being there for each other a little bit more, like maybe a little bit more supportive in the chat, or maybe if there's something that you are learning or you are experiencing, maybe speak on it in Relentless. Like, I want you to have the confidence to be able to go live in there, to be able to step up and put your leadership pants on and be like, guys, this is what I'm going through and this is what I'm learning, right? It doesn't all have to come from me. It doesn't all have to come from, a higher rank, right? Because it has nothing to do with rank. This has to do with what does your growth journey look like, and how can your growth journey benefit somebody else, even if they are not in direct relationship, paycheck wise. It doesn't matter. We are all here, just like Karen said, to help each other grow in whatever way that we can, right?
I had another leader from another who was under another leader, and their upline left. And they literally messaged me and told me that they were going to quit if, like, they had reached out to me and they had asked me, how do you make time for this? How do you make time for your business? And we started talking, and she literally told me that she was literally about to quit. But I've been, encouraging her and things like that. And she's like, I'm going to stay because of your support. We're not even on the same team, y'all. So, but she inspired me to go live in Relentless later. I'll probably do it later today. I have a meeting with a nutritional coach today, keeping on deal, but about time management and how we can fit our business into our daily lives. Because for so long, Junior and I worked and scheduled our family around our work schedules. Isn't that what we're trying to create and break away from and create the freedoms for? We should be able to build our business around our lives and not our lives around our business. So, like, she just inspired me to go live in Relentless about team management. I might jot a couple notes down, but I'll try to make it super quick, but because it's easy. Like, I showed her what I was doing. Like, I literally, in the morning when I get ready for work, I'm up at 4:30, 5 o'clock. I just hit record on my camera while I'm taking my capsules. And then when I go downstairs to make my shake, I hit record for that. And then as I'm putting on my DFT, I hit record for that. And then I just kind of mesh that together into a little movie, which my photo album in my phone allows me to do that. And I just kind of add an inspirational saying to it and say good morning on my stories, and that's it. While I'm getting ready for my day, I just hit record. It's literally that simple. And people think, I don't have time to do all this and I don't have time. It's literally that simple. I'm getting ready for work. I just hit record, right? So,
Sometimes
yeah.
before I have all my content for the day and I just space it out. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna post this then and there. Sometimes if I end up seeing something that I could share on Instagram, like random, like, you know, different things, I throw that in between, or I'll snap a picture of my kids in between, or if something happens, but then I have my content ready. And I know everybody doesn't have the chance to put it up during the day because of your job or anything, but people, you could find a way to just have it ready in the morning. Sure, I'll go to the bathroom at my job and post real quick, boom, because I already know this is next. I already have this content made, you know? So it's about the want. Like, do you want to make, and we could sit here and say that, and we've had moments where we don't do all these things, right? But that's the part
there
of
really is
putting
no excuse.
the business in your life, because sometimes that's the only way to do it, because when life is going on, that's the only way to still keep some part of your business. Like my business is slightly open right now, and I know that, but I'm still showing up. It's just,
you acknowledge it, you see it, and you acknowledge it, and you're working on it.
Right. You guys don't know soon what's happening with me.
And real quick, you guys, I want to throw in there that also you have to remember that this isn't for everyone. Everyone is not going to have that drive, that mindset, that realization that I'm in a trap here and I need a way out. But when you realize that it doesn't matter who is watching you, it's when you know that the person that needs to see it is going to see it. That's when kind of, I don't know if I'm making sense, but that's kind of like when everything changes. Like when you know that when you get on social media, you are talking to that person that needs to hear what you have to say. That's when everything changes. You're not here to bribe people. You're not here to, pitch a cop plan. You're not here for that. You're here to inspire and show people that there is a way out, because they have a lot of people. I used to be one that felt like there was no way out. I felt like I was trapped. And it's you showing up and showing people that there is a way out. Like, and here is where the door can open for you. If you want to walk through it, I'm here. I feel like when I first started like network marketing, I felt like I was in, what's the word I want to use? Like I was in bribery mode. Like I was trying to bribe people, like, this is what you need. Like, you need to come get it right now. Like, it'll change your life. No, like when you get to the point where you're literally just sharing your life, we're paid storytellers. Like when I heard that for the first time from Harriet, I'm like, that's true. Like we just share our journey, and be real about it, like, and don't get it twisted. You are not obligated to share every little part of your life. If there is something personal that you don't want to share, don't share it. You're not obligated to do that, and I think that's what a lot of people feel too. Like, oh, well, I'm paid storyteller. Well, she says everything about her life. No, she doesn't. She shares what she wants to share, so, you don't have to share your whole personal life, but it makes you a little more relatable when you do share those vulnerable moments, those weak moments, those struggles, those painful moments, those moments that build you. Like when I get back on social media at midnight, because baby, like I'm tweaking. I am tweaking to get back on social media, but I made a deal with God. I said, okay, God, like I'm gonna deflect a little bit. I'm gonna focus a little more on you, and I'm coming in 2023 on fire. And when I tell you, like, I'm on fire, I'm tweaked out to get back on social media and talk to my people. Like I'm so ready. Yeah, like I'm so ready. But I just wanted to throw that out there. Like, you're not here to bribe. You're here to share, and people relate to that realness. People don't relate when you get on there and say, oh my gosh, you guys, like, I just bought like a $2,000 watch, or look at my brand new Cadillac. Like, people don't relate to that. People relate to almost their level. So if you are that single mom struggling like me, wanting that way out, people relate to that so much more than, you picture a cop playing. Okay. Like, I make money at my job. Okay. And what do you have that's different that can change my life? What do you have? So that's what I think we need to focus on too. Like, stop. I mean, and I'm not saying that that's what anybody's doing, but, don't do that. Don't be in that I gotta get a sale. I mean, my business was trash this month, like, I'm just be honest, but like, it doesn't matter because I know where I'm going. I know where I've been and I know where I'm at. And when you find that confidence in you and what you're doing, like, it doesn't even matter if you didn't have any sales this month. Like, that fire is going to stay in you because like, So anyways, I'm done.
You're fine. I love that, Amanda. I love that, and we've talked about it before. Amanda actually gets to click her promoter button on January 25th. I believe it's the 25th. And she came to me last summer, and I think it was like a month after she had closed her account out, and she was like, I miss Thrive. I miss, I've always wanted to have strength and leadership, and I've been trying different things, and I went here and I went there and I tried this, and it's just not the same, and I want to come back. And the fact that you are literally looking at somebody right here that sat, like, literally was in timeout for 6 months and still wants to do this and still wants to talk about the product and has tried other things and couldn't wait to get back on her Thrive. She couldn't wait to share it, right? Compliantly. That's everything. That's everything. And what I'll say to you, Amanda, is that, a lot of people will get in their heads and they'll say, like, I'm scared of what other people are going to think. They're going to think I'm company hopping. They're going to think I'm not for real, or I don't mean it this time. And it's like, no, like, this made your story so much stronger, and no matter what we go through, it might not have been the circumstances that you wanted or the way you wanted it to pan out, but like, the story makes you stronger and it makes you so much more relatable. Do you know what I mean? Because there's other people who might have the same thing. So anyways, let's break this up a little bit. I don't want to keep you guys here forever. It's already been 40 minutes. Let's do some trivia. Okay. I only have 3 questions and some of them are a little cheesy, but anyways, get your little keyboards out, because I don't know how to make this fair other than answering in the chat, and whoever's answer comes first. Do you guys think that's fair? Because if you yell it out, I'm not going to know who's talked first. Okay. So everybody's got their keyboard ready?
Yep.
Okay. So this one is going to be for, let's just do I have a Starbucks gift card. Okay. So ready? Get your little fingers on the keyboard. This is Thrive trivia. Okay. What year was Lavelle started? Oh, Amanda, it was 2012. 2012, you guys, 2012. So you guys, we just came out with our 10-year anniversary DFT. What's good? Okay, I love you guys. All right, so Amanda, I'll be mailing that to you. Okay, the second one. Okay. Ooh, how are we going to do this one? Because this one's going to take a while to type out. Okay. This is what we're going to do. You're going to type me in the chat. If you know the answer to this question, you're going to type me. And if you answer it correctly, you will get the reward. Okay, ready? Because it's a long answer. Who can tell me what PV is? Who said it first? Jennifer. Okay, what's the answer?
Personal volume.
But what does that mean?
That is your personal sales that you're bringing in.
Meaning both customers and promoters.
Huh?
Customers and promoters. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Jennifer got that one. All right. So that one will be
What I
25.
get? What I get?
You got 25 in credits to use however you want.
Hey,
All
I'm
right.
gonna
The
use
next
them
one
today.
is gonna be the next one's gonna be, I'm gonna like Venmo you or something like $25 to help put towards a bill. Okay, ready? And this one, no one actually knows the answer but me, but I want you to take your best guess. And I guess whoever gets the closest or gets it on point will win. Okay. If you had to think back to 2022, all 12 months, what would be your guess would have been our highest volume month? I'm gonna wait till I got 5 answers in there. July, April. Who hasn't answered? Harriet, what you think? All right, our highest month, the volume was 11,314. Okay, so I'm going to tell you, we have not re-ranked for the whole year of 2022, and that's okay. Right? But that month was March. All right. So what I'm going to do is Kristen and Harriet, y'all both put March, so I'll send y'all both a little something. But it was March. It was March 20. I can't hear you, Harriet. You're muted.
Because I was just talking, I was literally sitting here like thinking, I'm like, and then I typed March, and then I saw Kristen's answer. I'm like, yeah, we did that at the same time.
March, yep. March 2022, that was our highest month, and we did 11,314 as a team. April, who said April? Karen. April was the second runner-up, actually. It was 9,503. And May. So March, April, and May. So what does that tell you about the spring coming up? All right.
Hey.
All right. Our spring coming up, what your spring coming up looks like depends on what your winter looks like. And if you let your struggles defeat you, or if you said game on, right? And I don't know if y'all have picked a word yet for 2023, but a couple weeks ago, my brain goes, I think it's going to be game on, right? And I was like, I don't know why. That sounds really cheesy. And then, after this week, I'm like, you know what? I know why now. I know why now, because it's game on, right? I want to see my leaders win. I want to see my leaders go on trips. I want to see my leaders have car payments coming to their account every single month. I want to see mortgages paid, with Lavelle checks. I want to see you guys do more. I want to see you date your spouse. I want to see you,
I
take
want
your
to see
kids
me
out for
date my
ice cream,
spouse.
all these things. What, Karen?
Said I want to see me date my spouse.
Yes, I
We
want to
did
see you date your
we-
spouse, but I want you to be like, Lavelle, let me date my spouse this month. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, it's not
Yeah.
just like, hey, I paid my electric bill. It's like, Lavelle, the money that I made with Lavelle was impactful for me in this
Yeah.
way. And that's what I want to see. I want to see you guys. I want to see no one have a problem with free product credit. I don't want to see any scarcity around free product credit. I want you to know and be rooted in the fact that that will always be something that you will create every single month. Right? I don't want you to feel, go ahead.
I've never touched the money on my Lavelle card.
You haven't? What you gonna do with it? All right, well, that's awesome.
I'm gonna let it keep building up.
Girl, go. I've been thinking about turning mine off and just
Every
I've been thinking about doing that.
$25. Yeah, every $25, every $30, every $50 commission check, whatever it is, every $500 commission check, whatever it is. Like, I don't, it's not in my wallet. Out
Yeah.
of sight, out of mind. Like, I think at first I started doing this because I had that small thing, like, it's not really going to happen. You know what I mean? Like when you first start something and you're not really sure that it's going to work out. So you just kind of tuck it away. Well, I tucked it away. And then like, as those $25, because your commission has to be $25 before it goes on your card. As those $25 kind of grew a little bit and then shrank and then grew and then shrank and then whatever, I've just never touched my Lavelle card. Like it got to the point where I had to call them and have them like send me a new one because I didn't know where the old one went. I didn't know where I stuck it. So they sent me a new one. And I checked the balance on it and everything. And I'm just like, I'm not gonna touch that. Like I don't know what it's gonna grow into. I don't know what it's gonna be, but been paying attention to Dave Ramsey and like some of his tips and tricks and just, you know what, I'm just gonna let this build and see what happens.
I love that. All right, you guys, let's see. So I will get all that sent out. What else did I have on here? I had like the 2023 projection. Where do we want to be by this time next year? Just some like things to think about. What should be our biggest priority in 2023 as a team? What do we want our team culture to feel like or be like? What type of leader do you want to be? Right? What are your income goals? What are your impact goals? I did want to mention in here, boot camp. Lindsay is not, she's keeping her brand new boot camp for her own team, but she is going to post her 2022 one for us to do. Now, we do have access to the one she did back in 2021, if you want the links to that. And remember, we did also do our own boot camp that is on our YouTube channel, on my YouTube channel, that you can go back to. It was like our September, I want to say probably September last year, that we did our own boot camp and we went through it. So there are options, but she will be releasing her 2022 boot camp, I believe in Lionhearted, for us to start, if that's something that we want to do together as a team. I wanted to ask you guys if you feel like there's any, like off the top of your head, any resources that you feel like needs to be more available in our team page. So think on that. I'm excited for new things coming. You know, I looked back at like the products that we've launched in 2022, the gummy line, Pink Pro, Ooey, the capsules that Karen loves. What are they called? Move. I haven't tried them yet.
Move Pro, yes.
Move
Oh,
Pro.
I
yes.
need
See,
those.
I have. What do you use them for, Harriet?
No, I wanted to try those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not able to like do, so y'all know, like I started like working out and was like getting really into it. And I started powerlifting and strength training and all of that. And then my back went out. And it turned out that I have like this degenerative thing in my lower lumbar, doctor, nurse talk. I don't know, but I can't work out. Like I've tried to do it lightly. I've tried to take it easy. There's really no taking it easy when you're working out though. So, but I just kept finding myself with that pain again. So I can't do that. So there's some things I'm going to keep low key that I'm going into in this next year because I can't do workouts. Move Pro is definitely one of them. I absolutely love I felt like I had more flexibility a little bit. Because I work in a factory, y'all, I can't be out of commission. You know what I mean? So, and I'm not somebody who sits down on the job. I can't sit down when I work. We have that option, but I can't do it. So Move Pro is definitely one of them. I'm meeting with a nutritional coach today, and I'm just taking steps because I can't work out. And Junior and I are both doing Thrive Elite. I'm pulling my husband into Thrive for the first time in 3 years, y'all. This is the first time. Let's go. And then we're both going to Planet Fitness. We're both getting into Planet Fitness, and my trainer's going to show me what machines I can use. So, yeah, Move Pro is definitely something that I recommend if you're looking for, like, if you're having that aches and pain or whatever to like, or having the issue that I'm having. I definitely recommend it because I did find that I had more flexibility with Move Pro.
Love it. Yeah.
Karen, I would say whenever you get to the point to where you know what you can do, with, you know, like to get around that pain and working out and your experience with Move Pro, put that in the team page and the customer page. And it made me remember too, with me, I've had 3 C-sections. So there are certain workouts that I can't do with my abdomen because it hurts because of the scar tissue. So that's actually something that I'm going to put in the customer page too, like working out, you know, working out after a C-section.
Yeah.
Or working, you know, like stuff like that, because so many people can relate to that. Do you realize how many people deal with back pain? Like that could help somebody. You know how many people who have C-sections, they can relate to that. So I'm going to put that in my notes, and I'm going to put that in the
I work with a guy. I work with a guy at the factory and I don't even know how he's standing. He literally is working with a broke back. And he has discovered something called DDP yoga. And that's how he's able to walk around, and that's how he's been able to lose some weight himself. So like for people who need that flexibility, could you imagine if he had to thrive into that? He would, yeah. I'm just saying.
Karen's
I'm
always got a
just
plan.
saying.
I love it. Oh my gosh, Karen, I wish I had you like your spunk a little bit more. I wish I had a little bit more of that, like out in public. Because out in public, I'm like super awkward and super quiet. But anyways,
No, you're not.
I
I
am.
had a quick question, if I can pop in real quick.
Go for it.
I am looking through some of like the first 14 days stuff for when I come back in, just so I'm prepared.
Mhm.
And some of like the graphics that she has, they're great, but they kind of don't make sense for me since I'm coming back in and people know I've done it before.
Yeah.
Does she have like a template somewhere where I can change the wording at all? Do you know? Or
I
maybe
can
just
ask
create it
her.
on my own?
I can ask her, or we can create one on our own.
Okay.
But a lot of the time she will share a template. So I'll text her and see if she can give me that one.
Okay.
Specifically for people coming back in, or maybe we need to have. Maybe
So
we need
that's not in our page?
So M is recreating all of the guides in Lionhearted.
Okay. Mhm.
She's
I mean,
freshening
yeah.
them up. And basically for every day, she wanted like some sort of little video like we have in Relentless, where we have a video and an action plan. I kind of shared with her what we had. I said, here's the action plan. I gave her the mindset, like who are you beyond Thrive, and like the week 1 check-in that we did. I love how we specifically have dove into like more of the mindset behind the actions that we do. I don't know if she will adopt that or not, but what she wanted was to have for each day to have like a little video for them to plug into, and then like literal, basically avoiding overwhelm for newbies. Like, here's some stories with some sample slides that very generic you can put up. Here's some for an opportunity, very generic, that literally anybody can use, except for, I don't think we thought about people that are coming back. So I'll get in touch with her today. I know Banks is sick today with a fever, but we'll see if we can create something. If not, like, I don't want to put that on her. We can certainly create it and then share it to her and see if it's something that she wants to put in Lionhearted, or we can put it in Relentless too. But that's a very good idea. Do you use anything currently like Unfold or Canva or any of that?
I have both, so it's not an issue to create it. I just thought if she had a template, then I would just use that and like change the wording a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, she doesn't have to go create it or anything. I just was curious.
Yeah. We'll see if she'll let us share the template, or she'll share
Okay.
it with us. Yeah.
Thank
No
you.
problem. Adopting us, meaning so my original upline has come and gone like 4 times in this business. And when she left the last time, Katie adopted us, meaning when I log into my back office, it said that my 200K upline was Katie. And so then I kind of like locked arms with Katie as far as like growing myself as a leader, kind of behind the scenes. Like, we would talk on the phone and that sort of thing, and we would have like one-on-one calls, anything that I was struggling with. And so when Katie walked away on Tuesday, I was a little bit broken. But I look back at that now and I think, people come into our life for a season sometimes and they help us grow. Karen, a lot of your content those couple days really helped me, honestly. That you don't always need that person to grow your business, but sometimes that you needed them in that season to grow you. And it's okay if people have a different journey. It's okay if people walk away from your business. At the end of the day, you have to sit with yourself and realize if you're rooted or not. Right. And I understand that there's going to be times where maybe you get in your head a little bit and you start questioning things, but I cannot deny the growth that I've had here. And I'm not going to lie and say I didn't have a couple weekdays where I was in tears most of the days, but I had to zoom out on my business and say, Katie's not my business.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I mean, I'm not even going to talk like paychecks, but she was technically our upline. Technically, like our next upline. And so when she left, I got to talking to Em. And one thing I've always loved about Em is that you can literally sit down next to her and be like, hi, you know, and she'll talk to you. It doesn't matter what rank you are. It doesn't matter. She's not going to ask you who your upline is. She knows you're a part of her team. Do you know what I mean? And so I reached out to her for some emotional support, probably on the worst day, but the next day when we were finally able to sit down and talk about it, I was like, you know what, I'm good. Like, I think I'm good. Like, I don't think I need to hash it out with you at all. I just was having a moment of weakness. And when she left, it kind of preyed on that weakness a little bit. And I had to understand that I have to be my own strength and I have to be my own get up and go. And nobody else is going to run this business for me, whether they're here or they're not.
Yep.
You know? And that's one of the things that Em said. She's like, you know, that is what you have to understand, is that people will come and go and you have to run your own race. You got to understand that their journey might look a little bit different, and that's okay. And it's okay to feel the emotions. It's okay to be angry, and it's okay to be sad, and it's okay to be heartbroken. But did that actually have anything to do with your business?
Yep.
Other than your personal growth, right? But did it have anything to do with your business? You know, so just adopting us loosely is what I meant. Like, if we need to lean on a leader, we've got him, you know, and she has said she's not going anywhere.
Well, yeah, 'cause she's told us herself that, like, she pretty much built everything that we have because her upline left.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
if there's anybody to lean on, it's her.
Yeah. Yeah, he left in 2018, and that was kind of the same situation where it was like out of the blue. But it's kind of in those moments where you kind of like have to dig your heels in the dirt a little bit and be like, hey, am I going to do this or am I not? You know?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that have reached out to me, like other thrivers who are like, I don't know what to do. I don't have an upline. And I'm like, I haven't had an upline for 4 years. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've got great leaders, but I don't have
Like, you are the leader for your business. Like, this is your business.
I know that, but
Like,
it breaks my heart when people say, like, I don't think I can do this business anymore because I don't have an upline. Right.
yeah.
But anyways, and you know, they say it all the time. They're like, your upline doesn't make or break your business. And it really doesn't. But you don't realize that until you kind of get pushed into your leadership role and you're like, okay, you know what? I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to figure this out.
Yeah.
It matters to me, you know, and that's when you realize you're rooted. So yes, technically we are under M, technically, because when I log into my back office, I see my brother-in-law technically is the account above us, but he's not active. He just never actually closed his account. And then above him is M. Okay, so it's like an empty account in between us. But I mean, that's neither here nor there. All right. I love you guys. Let's see. My last little notes here. I did not want this to take an hour, so apologize, you guys. But I just want to thank you guys for being here, for continuing to push through the muddy water. And it really just shows like a lot of growth that you guys have had this year. It hasn't just been one of us or two of us. It's been literally every single one of us that have grown in some way. I'm very, very proud of you guys. I'm proud of this team. But yeah, just start thinking about, if you think about your 2023 and what you want it to look like personally for your business, your leadership, your goals. I don't want you to make a vision board that you don't actually cross anything off of. I want you to like set big goals, set big income goals, but like also break it down into little bite-sized pieces. Em has a really good like vision board goal setting Zoom that she did. If you type in like team retreat or something like that, it was like a Zoom where she was going to announce a team retreat that we ended up not having because of COVID or something. But it was a really good Zoom. If you type team retreat, I think you'll probably find it in Lionhearted. But definitely don't wait until the middle of January to be like, oh, I didn't actually write down any goals that I have this month or this year. maybe get in your playbook a little bit and start writing down maybe areas that we need to kind of like fine tune a little bit more of. There's always places to improve. But yeah, does anybody else have anything they want to add? I just want to thank you guys for being here. I love you guys so much. You're like my little family. I love you. Okay. I
Love
hope-
you too.
I hope that you take whatever you've learned in 2022 and you realize that you actually did come out stronger because of it. And I hope that you know that you already have everything you need. You have everything you need for 2023 to be that leader, to be that person that enrolls somebody and helps them go VIP, to be that person that, you know, takes really good care of their customers, you know, that has value to bring on social media beyond Thrive, right? I love you guys. All right, I'm going to end this out. You guys go enjoy your New Year's Eve. Don't do anything cray-cray. All right, be safe. Tomorrow is our Zoom with M. It's our January kickoff tomorrow night at 7. And then on Monday, it's going to be, if you guys are still okay, just doing the one Zoom on the first Monday of every month, if y'all are still cool with that. Kristen and I are going to be on the 2nd. We're going to be doing our Zoom on Monday with our notes from our course that we took this week that I've like been terrible at, but we're going to get our notes together and we're going to make it happen. Okay. I love you guys. Anybody else have anything? Yeah, go.
So I want to end it with, don't limit yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Even with business, your personal life, with other opportunities, don't limit yourself. There are so many things out there that you can plug into and walk through that can build you as a person and build you with your business as well. So don't limit yourself. Don't only seek, like motivational Zooms or anything only from Lavelle, only from our leadership here. Like, seek out, seek and you shall find. I think that's pretty much like how I can pretty much identify, or not identify, but define the last couple months of 2022 is, don't limit yourself. Seek and you shall find. So yeah,
Love that.
that's it.
Thank you guys for spending an hour of your Saturday with me. I love you guys. Okay, we're going into 2023 stronger. All right, buckle up, right? Here we go. All right, I love you guys. Have a good day.